You know, I don't even know where to start. There's so much to say on this subject. I'll start with Trump. What Trump got to do with this, right? Then I get into me, personal, for you nosy people. All right? Trump wants to make America great again. Trump wants to make America great again. He wants to bring us back to the good old days, right? The good old days. And, you know, that's like when, if you know the Honeymooners, Ralph Cramden was going to work as a bus driver. And, Alice Cramden ain't even had no children, and she was home. What's up with that? She just waited for him to come home. Your dinner's ready. What? And, you know, I think a lot of us men think that's how it's supposed to be. You know, I'm a baller, I'm a shot caller, or that's what I'm supposed to be, because that's what the world, not ancient, but back in Africa and in some of the patriarchal situations, but definitely here in America, has conditioned us to feel that the woman, and brother said this to me recently, she's my rib, she's my helpmeet, and this comes from religion. And, you know, sometimes religion got to be updated. Come on, man. Some of the things in religion, like Jonah in the whale, stuff is symbolic and allegorical. Things have to be updated, upgraded. You can't be running around with this egotistical, narcissistical, patriarchal mindset. Now, we know that post-traumatic slavery syndrome, oppression, and racism has a lot to do with the black man not making more money than the black woman. A lot to do. Not everything to do with it. Okay? But there's exceptions. Because when I went to Morehouse, we would party with Spelman and Clark and Morris Brown. And we party with the girls. Mad party, mad fun. Let's say Friday night. Saturday morning, most of my brothers were throwing up, oversleeping. If there was a class, they wasn't trying to go to class. They wasn't trying to go study. They were, you know, F this and F that. I feel sick, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? But I'd walk down to the library, and the library would be packed with those same females that were partying. And those females was dead serious about their careers, about their majors and their future careers. And, you know, brothers could have been 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Still really didn't make up our minds on certain things. And therefore, sisters got a head start on that. But, you know, a lot of sisters also don't have a problem with being an assistant to a boss. Where a lot of brothers, we don't want nobody telling us what to do. You know, so certain jobs that sisters would just take, jobs that pay well. They might be an assistant. They might be, you know, the boss. But they could play the game better, because I just think they're more about that education to economic connection. They just got it in them. Get that money. Play the game. Go along with the program. You know. And it ends up resulting in them just doing well. And I'm thinking about Atlanta a lot, because if you remember the TV show Living Single, the sisters would live together and things like that and pull their resources a lot. And some brothers would do that down in Atlanta too. But a lot of sisters would work, go to school, and pull their resources, share a duplex, share a townhouse, stuff like that. And I really respected those sisters. And then a lot of brothers get messed up with the court system, jail, they get records. So it's harder to get a good job once you got that record. It's very hard. I know a lot of people that struggle with that. And it's hard. So you're already stressed. And now you meet this beautiful woman, and she's making $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 more than you. Maybe in some cases, $100,000 more than you. And you feel some kind of way. Because as a man, in our nature, historically, we are the providers for the family. But everything must change, and everything is changing. So we have to be able to adapt. And I want to be your lover, because basically at the end of the day, it's all about love. It's about having fun. It's about enjoying each other's company. It's not so much about, well, yeah, you know, the song that we hate is, and the females love, is no romance without finance. Right? So it is about money. It's always about money. But if the sister's secure financially, she got everything going on, then we shouldn't be feeling some kind of way. I think a lot of us are still stuck in religion. And if we can't be the man of the house, then we're going to cause some drama. We're going to bring problems. I think that's the reason we cheat too, because we want to find that chick that we can impress. You know, we might have a woman that at minimal, you got to bring to Red Lobster and Olive Garden and Benihana and really more upscale places, right? But when we find a chick that want Chinese chicken wings and McDonald's, then we're like, yeah, I'm the man, y'all. She's like, oh, he brought me, to McDonald's. Bought me a 40 ounce. Like, when we find them chicks, we feel a little better, less pressure. And then there's in-laws and family. What do you do for a living? What are you doing with yourself? And, that's like, what? Because a lot of us are from the street. We got egos. And even we just busted our butts. We made some mistakes. And now somebody's G-checking us, on our finances and on our career. And it hurts. It does hurt. It's painful not to be able to say, she makes $120,000, I'll make $120,000. Or I make $160,000. But it's really unnecessary to want to make more. I mean, I'm just saying, everything is changing. Now, they say the women in the workplace, white women, black women, whatever, make less than the man, right? So that's sexism. That's real. The racism is real too. The racism is real too. But again, there's no excuses. Like, we could bust our butts. Like, we could do 2 and 3 jobs and still won't make as much as our women, who's a doctor, a lawyer, accountant, nurse, whatever, travel agent, real estate broker, whatever it is, beautician. We can bust our behind, come home tired as hell, and she's still making that good money. So really, at this point, it should be about, what is my part economically? What part do I play? What bills do I pay? How can I contribute to the family? How can I contribute to the home? And once you do that, there should be some kind of peace in the house. Now, ladies, this is the main thing that we don't want to hear. What do you think? Guess what we don't want to hear. I'm going to do another video, I think, right after this one. We don't want to, you can't be throwing that in our face. It's my house. My signature's on the lease. My signature's on the mortgage. I pay the bills around here. What you been doing all day? That ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right. Now, I'm going to tell you something that happened to me. We're planning on getting married. This was 1995. We're planning on getting married. I lose my job. I'm talking about 2 months before we got married. Oh my God. Plans are in motion and everything. But my wife was cool. My fiance at that time. She's ride or die. So you have to have somebody that understands that financial situations fluctuate. I don't even like saying that because I would like for money just to flow on an upward stream forever. And hopefully it will for me, for you, for everybody. But if it fluctuates, y'all can't be falling apart, pointing fingers and blaming each other for the financial problems. Y'all got to come together because, you know, if you want to be each other's lovers, you should first be friends. And you should be able to weather the storm. See, when we was coming up, when I was little, there were songs like Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Ain't no river wide enough. Ain't no valley low enough to keep me from getting to you. You know, there were songs like, yo, I ain't going nowhere. We gonna make this work. We built it up. We solid as a rock. Now everybody's a player and a, I don't want to say them words, but anyway, y'all playing too many games. So basically, brothers, you got to get used to the sisters making more money until your dream manifests. And sisters, support him in his dream. But brothers, you can't be home working on your dream, not bringing in no income while she's out there doing her professional thing, pulling that money in. That's now cipher. That's not right and exact. So while you're working on your dream, brother, get a part-time, get a full-time, bring some money in. When you come home from work or whatever, then put some hours into your dream, into your record label, and into your sports management agency, and into your clean up the backyard job or your landscaping or whatever you thought about, computer repair, whatever your dream is, you know, your Wall Street stocks and all of that kind of stuff. That's cool, but bring some money in. Show the sister, look, I'm paying the electric bill. I'm paying for all the gas. I'm bringing the food in. You know, she probably don't need your money anyway, but if that's what's going to satisfy your ego, go ahead. But don't be mad at her because she makes more money than you, especially if she's not throwing it in your face. Just play your position and be humble. That's it. That's all you could do. Unless you want to get a chick that's not making that much money. You're going to struggle either way. Like, there's always a struggle. You know, like Pastor Victoria and my brother said, and I'm sure you might have heard this said before. You either just getting out of something, you're in something now, or you're getting ready to get into something. And I hate to think like that. But you can't think everything's going to be perfect, especially in your relationship. But yes, we have to get on top of our money. But it's going to take time. It takes time. So the main thing is, in relationships, we have to be patient with one another. There's been times when I made more than my wife, not that much. Most of the time we were pretty even. And then one day she said, whoop, she went up. Made more than me. If I was paying these bills before, I'm paying these bills now. I mean, whatever we work out, we work out. Because for me, the money is just making sure everybody's happy, everything's good. You know what I mean? Insurance, bills, heat, TV, food, clothes, laundry, medical. You know what I'm saying? Just get all that out the way so we can live. Not dwell on the bills and dwell on the money. The money is so we can live. Money is for your lifestyle. It's not for you to go, you make more than me. I make more than you. That's so childish. But brothers got to be humble and sisters can't be throwing it in your face. That's my main point. You know, just talk about everything. Be sweet with each other. Sweet as possible. Sweet talk each other. Pillow talk each other. Sometimes you got to sit down and have that meeting. You know, just when y'all get paid, you have that meeting. What we going to pay for, what we need, who got this and who got that. That's it. I don't care if Oprah wanted me and I was single. I ain't gonna be like, you got more money than me, you gonna be throwing that in my face. If I liked Oprah, yo, I'm chilling, we having fun. What's wrong with you? Just saying. But I'm good, I'm married. I don't need Oprah right now, I'm good. My wife's ride or die, man. I was unemployed like 5 times. Oh my God, it's hard on a brother. I was unemployed like 5 times. I'm scared to count. It might be more than that. One time I was riding around and my old car, the windows would get stuck. They wouldn't come up. So we had to put garbage bags on the windows and drive around when it rained with the garbage bags on them. I mean, this was like 5 years ago. Another time, there's like, when we first got together, like, I'll say about 20-something years, or 22 or something like that. I had a Ford GOP. You know what a GOP is? Get out and push. And one day, Jersey Parkway, what's it called? Garden State Parkway. We coming out the parkway, the car stopped. She had to take the wheel. I opened the side door, passenger side. I ran, jumped. That's how we started the car. Jumped. She turned in there, she start the car. I'm flying on the door, jump in the car. Ford, get out and push. She stayed with me. She stayed with me. She's my ride or die. I love her. I ain't trading in for nobody. So, yeah, it's about love. At the end of the day, it's about love. So, love and friendship. That's it. Y'all be getting too heavy with it. Pay them damn bills, get them out your way so you can go on vacay. That's it. Go on the vacay. A lot of vacays, a lot of little vacays, all right? Oh, yes. I'm about to do another one in a moment. I'm Kamal, author of the book, Let's Bring Back the Butterflies. Y'all check that out. That's a good icebreaker for conversations, all right? For 2 people, for more people, talk about the different aspects of the relationship. Small book. It's on Amazon and Lulu. Let's Bring Back the Butterflies. I'm Kamal Imani, and I don't want to be your lover, but I want to be her lover. And everybody should want to love her. And a friendship, all right? Let's go! I'm out!